Alright, so we're looking at a couple of problems here where we're trying to find the value of the expression, and the goal is to commute and associate numbers so that they cancel out. By commute, I mean move, and by associate, I mean regroup numbers. So for example, when you look at these combinations right here, maybe the first one you might notice is the square root of 225. What is that? Well, that's just 15, right? So if I rewrite this whole problem, 1/2 plus, parentheses, 2 to the 8th times 50 times 1 over 2 to the 8th times 1 over 10 squared, and then I add 15, you might see that this is a really nice problem, or it's starting to shape up to be really simple, because we can commute 15 and negative 15, pair them up, add them, and get 0. Right? When we add opposites, we get 0. And the reason we can commute whenever you're adding, you can move numbers around, is because instead of thinking of negative 15 as minus 15, think of it as adding negative 15. Now look across here, right? This is all addition, and when you're using only addition or only multiplication in a term or a series of terms, you can commute and associate. So I'm just going to add these two together. 15 and negative 15 is 0. So one of the things you hunt for here is zeros, and these cancel out. What's next? Well, I actually, I think of 3,405. If I add negative 5 and negative 400 to that number, if I put those three together and associate them and reorder them together, what do I get? Well, basically here, you're taking 405 away from 3,405. You should get 3,000, right? So we've simplified all these terms into just the number 3,000. Right? And here the problem is much simpler, and we can rewrite it. So 1/2 again plus 2 to the 8th. Let me write this next to 1 over 2 to the 8th. I'm going to use multiplication in here so I can commute, right? Times 1 over 2 to the 8th times 50 times 1 over 10 squared, and that I'm adding 3,000 to that. Okay, so that's 3,000. And what's going to happen in here? Well, 2 to the 8th, whatever it is, right? 2 to the 10th, I believe, is 1,024. 2 to the 8th just means 2 times 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 2. Is that right? 8 2's. But you don't have to even figure it out, because 2 to the 8th times 1 over 2 to the 8th, that's the same as 2 to the 8th divided by itself, right? And that's just 1. Anything divided by itself is 1. So this is just 1. What about 50 times 1 over 10 squared? Well, 1 over 10 squared, that's 1 over 100, right? So now when I rewrite this, I have 1/2 plus, this is just 1, and then we're multiplying, keep track of that sign, times 50 times 1 over 100. And now you might see just how simple this problem is, right? Because here, 1, where we're using multiplication, you don't even need it. What's 50 times 1 over 100? Well, that's the same as 50, right, divided by 100, which is 1/2. So now we're basically done. We have a half, right, in the first one, first term, plus, this is 1/2, because we're adding, plus 3,000. A half and a half is 1, so our answer here is 3,001. All right, hope that helped.